Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Regret and you're watching Strawberry Farmer. I'm already sweating. Awesome. Oh, welcome back guys. Today, my name is Erin. You already know that. We're playing more Disco Elysium. What else is there to say? Of course, it is another late night recording. I say late night, it's 7:14 right now. Which of course will probably leave me recording into at least 11 p.m. tonight, which is not ideal, given the fact that all my family members will be asleep and I'll have to speak really quiet. So it's gonna be chaotic. I have regrets. Listen, I stopped recording today earlier at like 2 or something, and I just kind of sat around and I was like, frick, I want to play this game again. And then I couldn't. And then I took a shower and now I'm like, alright, I'm all refreshed. I just need to stop. I need to stop playing this game. I need to record for something else. But god, guys, it's so addicting. Alright, I need to do the recap so I can get into this game. In the last episode, you might expect me to be like, oh, last time it was such a mess. We didn't get anything done. But no, we got a lot done, alright? So shut up. In the last episode, we played for a long time. And you'd think that would be enough to satisfy me to not want to play again tonight. But that's not true. In the last episode, we spoke to a woman named Lillian, I think, by the docks, and she talked about her husband and how he had passed away in the ocean, and it was really sad. She was really sweet. We also had the option to flirt with her, but I guess it was too awkward with Kim there, so I just didn't. And honestly, she just talked about how she lost her husband, and I think that's a really inappropriate time to start hitting on her. I don't know, call me crazy. I almost had her sign the letter that Everett gave us for the new youth center that he wants to build along the coast, but something just doesn't feel right about it to me, so I didn't have her sign it, and instead I looked a little closer into the letter, and we realized that the people who lived on the coast will be evicted in that span of time it takes to build the youth center, which would be like probably over a year's time. They would have nowhere else to live in that period of time, so it just didn't seem worth it to me. So I managed to pass a red check and I forged the signatures on the letter and then sent it off to Everett, and now I'm his best friend, baby. And he is none the wiser. He ended up telling us like, okay, now that you did that for me, I'll tell you anything you want to know. So he basically kind of confessed that he wanted this guy killed, the hangman. He said that he didn't order him killed, but he wasn't sad that he died, essentially. Everett wants to start a war, basically, against the Wild Pines. I assume he's doing it for monetary reasons, and also, like, he wants to be more powerful. I'm trying my best to stay neutral in all this and just sort of solve the case and move on and hopefully stop this war from ever happening. But I don't know if I'll be that lucky, and I'll probably end up having to pick sides soon. Honestly, I don't know who I'd pick. I really don't know. I wish neither, to be honest, because both sides I don't necessarily agree with. I'm picking the moralist options the whole time because it just seems like something I would pick personally. I don't tend to get involved in politics at all, especially not on my channel. I just feel like that is not really a topic for gaming, because I use gaming to escape the real world, where all of these issues are very much prevalent. Anyway, eventually we went to the topic of our lost gun, and he admitted that he had found the gun a few days ago. So thanks, Everett. He said that an old woman had bought the gun and that she wants to meet up at the boardwalk to give me my gun back. Sounds really shady. I don't really trust this whole scenario here. Other than that, we also played a board game with Kim, and I used all of my money on the board game. Epic. It was actually really funny. I wasn't expecting it to be so heated, and it ended up with Kim saying, "Don't F with Kim Kitsuragi." I don't want to swear this early in the video. So that was pretty unexpected and really made me laugh. He ended up winning, of course, because I suck at these types of games. It was kind of like Axis and Allies, where you build up your empire and then you try to go to war with other people, all that. It was pretty fun though, not gonna lie. I wish we could do it again, but I don't think we can. Another thing that we did was we were trying to figure out or identify who the man on the boardwalk was that died, the one that slipped and hit his head. And we ended up tracking the library card with Billy Majon on it. And we called the library and they told us that it was actually her husband. They actually told us that Billy Majon is a woman and her husband is the one that we were trying to figure out. Turns out the woman, Billy, is actually the woman in the plaza that was reading the books, and we were like, I can help you find your missing husband. And it ended up turning out that her husband was missing and he did die. So we had to go tell her the news that her husband died, and it was horrible. I actually teared up a little bit because it just felt really real, and especially that line where she talked about, but he was just there, like he was just alive. And that really hits different, like when it comes to grief, because it doesn't feel real at first and you're kind of like, but I just spoke to this person, they were alive last time I saw them and now they're gone. So that hit a little hard. We ended up giving her Kim's handkerchief that he gave us like second episode, I think. And I almost didn't give it away because like to me it's important to me, but she needed it more than I did, so it's all hers. Last thing that we did, I think we did more, but I'm just gonna wrap it up here. We went back to the church and we explored a little more, and we finally managed to unlock the Fortress Accident radio computer thing. And we learned that the woman who operated it is a woman called Suna, I think. She ended up barging in, and it was just she kind of just mildly annoyed with us that we messed with her machine and just went straight back to typing on it and was like, all right, get out of here. Turns out she was one of the programmers who worked on the radio computer game that we found in the basement of the Dune commercial area. She was one of the programmers. We asked her again if we could open up a rave, a Nordic dance music rave thing in the church. She wasn't that into it, so we had to go back to Andre and talk to him. Turns out he wanted to actually make a whole speed lab in the church and sell drugs and all that. So great job, Andre. We managed to convince him though that, hey, it'd be cooler if it wasn't filled with speed. And it was just a club instead. So he was like, sure. I'm explaining this so poorly. I'm sorry. Anyways, with that aside, let's not waste more time and let's get back into this game before it becomes way too late for me. So let's get started. All right, we're back again. Gee, it's been a while. No, it hasn't. So I got this giant multi-tool cry bar thing that I would like to use on a frickin' crate over here that's in the harbor, because I feel like that's the only way to open it, and I can't really do anything else with it right now because I failed that check, and I don't think I can up my physical. Yeah, I can't upgrade this anymore. I also identified what type of gun was used to shoot the hangman. So that was interesting. It was an antique rifle, the one that we have, but it would have been a working one. So I don't know who the heck's carrying around a big old ancient firearm, but maybe it was more so used to make a statement. I don't know. I should not be recording. I swear. I need to stop. Guys, this game is so addicting. It's so addicting. It's like every time I play it and then I have to stop, I just keep thinking about it. And I'm like, but I want to know what happens next. If I was playing this on my off time and not on my channel, I would be done with this game in like 2 days because I would just binge it. And that's a fact. I really hope I can do something with this and I'm not just wasting my time. Let's do it, baby.
You're back before
what?
the power container. Its drawer.
Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle.
Shit.
To no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Well, I tried. Alright. I tried. Alright. Well, and now we go back. Maybe we should talk to him.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
He nods in approval.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Wait.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Okay. I don't think there's anything new with him. But I forgot that I actually confronted Measurehead. So, Oh, you know what we can do is talk to frickin' Lena and tell her that we reset all the traps. So, we'll see what she has to say. Wait! Hey, dude! He's inside! Sup? Alright, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll talk to him in a second. We'll tell Lena, you know, what's going on first, and then we'll talk to that dude. Oh god.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
The elderly woman smiles up at you hopefully. I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
She manages a smile for you.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Is she alright?
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Aw. Only the hardcore players left, huh? It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds. He gives up and I'm running around? It's probably for the best.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
I wonder if she's starting to doubt the legitimacy of these phasmids.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
I know he doesn't want me to take it, but something tells me it's up to me again. We'll take care of it. Take it on. Once more onto the breach then. Take on with undue optimism. Good luck with that. My bug-chasing days are gone. We'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
It's not true.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
The half-moons of her glasses reflect... Wait, what? The half-moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you. Okay, that was a really hard sentence to say. You've given up on the phasmid. You're not telling me the whole story. Never mind. You're not telling me the whole story.
I'm not. It's not that.
She doesn't know how to end the sentence. What is it?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
She looks down, biting her lower lip.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Poor Lena.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
Oh, she lied to him? But Morel told me you'd seen it.
He's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
Oh man.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Are you saying you made it up? The story is real to you and him, that's what matters. So you haven't seen it? I should arrest you for lying. The story is real to you and him.
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence.
She shakes her head.
That I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
Oh man.
That I am a queen, an extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
She shakes her head, still unable to meet your eyes. I feel bad for her, but at the same time, she didn't kind of lie to him. Like, you know? So it's hard to... I don't know. It's a hard situation here.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Oh, God. First, tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie. Oh, to hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid. The thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. You're right about all of it. I need to get back to my work.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
They seem to love each other. Even if they didn't have this whole phasmid thing, I think they'd still be together. Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
I mean, I get it, where she's coming from. It is kind of bad. But she kind of shouldn't have been lying to him for this long. Making him believe it. I don't know. Normally, when I think about this stuff like women and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay. That counts for something, no?
Oh, of course it counts for something. But we've had our hard times too.
She looks down at her legs.
I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story,
he'd still love you.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you. That's not how these things work. Now I understand why you haven't told him about your doubts. Wow, love is hard. He'd still be into you.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time.
Don't cry.
What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
But I still want to, check the traps and everything. To hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid. Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one.
Of course not. I didn't mean to say my situation discredits the field. There have been some confirmed discoveries, and a lot of hoaxes too, but still.
She looks to the door.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's? You do that. I'll check the traps one more time. Are you sure you don't need help?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
Wow.
And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
She taps her chair. You do that. I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Come on, just... Shh.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
She looks at you worried. Can I have your address just in case there's news?
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
It's been a pleasure, ma'am. The rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light.
You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a...
She flicks the switch on her chair and the engine turns on with a whir. The sentence remains unfinished.
A waste of time. A dream. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold, coastal wind
Jesus
blows.
Christ. That was so loud and scary.
We should go too.
Alright. Alright. Let's talk to the smoker. Hi! Do you want to flirt with me again?
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the Whirling in Rags. Hi. Hello. Adjust your tie. You're here. I don't know if I should flirt back or not. If I'm gonna flirt with anyone, it's gonna be Kim. Alright? I'm just putting it out there, man. Hi.
Hi. So what brings you here?
He's so different. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
He smiles. I live here. My room is right upstairs. I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on, but I'm all out of ass. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just go wherever, like, life takes me. I live here.
Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me?
I don't know. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him? What did he look like? Was he alone? Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits? What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you? Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
He takes another drag of his cigarette before knitting his brows. Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Okay. What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
He shrugs nonchalantly. Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece.
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
Wasn't the guy who died a security guard? Is it one of his own people that killed him? Or maybe someone that ordered it to make it look like he did it? This whole thing is crazy. There's so many different ways this could have happened, you know? I don't know. What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular and handsome, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
He turns his eyes upward in the recollection.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
He closes his eyes. Oranje. Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
His lazy eyes stroll over your face. This dude's really, like, hitting on me. I need to talk with your Sunday friend again. It's about committee business. I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't like him as much as I like you. Oh, wow. I wonder if there's a side quest where you can just have a romance with this man. A small smile adorns his face. You were right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic. He's a government official. I don't trust governments.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
He bursts out laughing. Who is he? What are you two? Are you dating him? Is that why he was at his apartment late at night? I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you. Oh my god. These options. Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
He smiles and his smile seems melancholic. God.
To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village.
He breathes in and keeps his lung filled for a moment before letting it out.
Or is it just money? I don't know.
He stares at the bar. What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
Get together, What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
He smiles. Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
He waves gently with his cigarette-holding hand. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
I need to talk with your Sunday friend again. It's about committee business.
Oh, a committee. How interesting.
He smiles.
And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about?
He takes a measured drag of his cigarette.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to reach a higher authority. It's about assigning la responsabilité. I'm really not at liberty to say.
Oh, a big secret committee. I understand perfectly.
His mouth forms a half smile.
In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
He gently taps the end of his cigarette with his forefinger.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Okay. Do you know when he'll be back? I guess I'll have to look for him along the coast.
I guess you will.
He tips his head ever so slightly toward you.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Let's try to up my composure real quick. I need my other shoes for this. Let's see.
Hi again, gendarme.
Let's try it.
It's the sports.
Yeah.
He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
I don't think that's the case.
Bye-bye,
but alright.
gendarme.
I tried. You know what we should also do is talk to those dudes. These dudes, specifically. Hi. Is there anything else we can do with you?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
His voice actor specifically is like really cracking me up the way he delivers his lines. He shakes his head, looking like he really is having trouble believing this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
Okay, then see you around. Anything different with you?
What is it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
Aw, she pokes her companion with an elbow.
Huh, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches.
That's not very nice. Well, it wasn't for you, okay? It was for Kim, my new best friend, and not for you.
Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really liked it.
She quietly interjects, giving you a compassionate side glance.
She actually did.
Aw, thank you. You're very sweet. Let's try to talk to Titus again.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
The tall man crosses his arms on his chest.
That's just this Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Titus scratches the back of his head and asks.
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. Charles Villedroun. I forgot you say that. A high-ranking government official from Rue de Saint-Ghislain. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
He looks over his shoulder to his men.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate.
He turns to you.
The last copper. What wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion. The witness said he saw 2 people of arrow something descent and one looked Forgot how you say these names. The witness said it looked like a surreal play. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
He says provokingly.
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
He nods sarcastically.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said he saw 2 people of that descent.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
The little guy addresses everyone and no one.
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
He doesn't wait for an answer.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
All right.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
The way he talks cracks me up, man.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
Yeah, sure you are.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Let's try it again.
As
Yes.
you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
My voice cracks so bad. Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit, and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hands.
You got a problem with beer now?
He leans in.
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I get drunk. So drunk I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer, and... I can't say it. Instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
He puts the beer down.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffiti everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
As much as I hate to admit it, they kind of have a point. Like, the RCM has left Martinez to kind of do their own thing. But it doesn't mean I like these guys.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
I never thought I'd hear Kim say titties. I really never thought I'd hear him say that. Oh my god.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back. Holy shit.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Okay. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
Titus taps his chin with his fist.
What is her name?
Lieutenant takes his notes. Out.
Klaasje, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one.
Oh, shit.
Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
I suggested that maybe she was the fifth Hardy boy in another episode, I think. So I wonder if this is confirming it. I knew there had to be more with her character. Titus adjusts his cap.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep my cool. Klaasje, correct your tie. Miss Oranje disco dancer?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
This isn't fair!
You inexplicably
What?
act cool after the victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine is too damn straight. None of these people would ever suspect you've met her.
How did I pass that? How did I pass that? How? Okay.
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Is she... Does he like her? I'm guessing? But I don't know if they're in a relationship or not.
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
This isn't about you, Elizabeth. When did the rape happen?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
I am not upset with this. If you actually did it. Okay. I know that's horrible of me to say, but is it though? Oh, he crushes his half-empty beer can.
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
Tall blonde throws him a can. Titus cracks it open. What is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Mm-hmm. They had some sort of relationship, didn't they?
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Oranje disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort, been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
The fat guy blurts out.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
He slaps his forehead.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. What did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, karaoke? Sex, drugs, and karaoke?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
He looks you straight in the eye. So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
Okay, great.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Feels like it was more important to him than that. Just a random hookup. I really hope there are no children watching this episode. This whole game, honestly. Like, no kids should be watching this. I feel bad.
He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
I keep moving it, sorry. Thank you, we'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
He points his beer can at you. Okay, so how do we get up there to talk to her? We'll see. Alright, well, we got a lot of information and now we can finally talk to her, I think. That's awesome. I can't believe I kept my composure there. That is insane. I'm definitely gonna fail the next check. Holy shit. Okay, go upstairs and knock on door number 3, talk to the supposed victim of the hangman, see what she has to say to you. I feel so bad. Oh, man. I knew she was more important, I just didn't know how. I guess it makes sense that it's not Elizabeth. That was the one who was assaulted. That's sad. Hi.
The door is closed.
Knock.
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
She shouts.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
I could, couldn't I? Let's snoop around. Alright. Piles of dirty clothes. A woman's. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Hello? You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot. But not for scrubbing blood off towels, or anything else interesting, it seems.
Right.
This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Ooh. Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
He asks in a lowered voice. Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
Whisper, what's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Oh, damn. Search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Is there anything I can do to upgrade my electrochemistry? We'll see. Let me look real quick. Okay. I think that's everything I can wear.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. A bright orange bottle
Thank you.
with Preptide stamped on it. In
Oh,
sunny,
jeez.
happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
I don't actually need it. Alright. What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Close the cabinet. Wait, should I just take it?
This medicine cabinet is
Search
stocked.
for the Preptide.
There it is. The orange sun wearing blister pack. You feel almost nostalgic for it.
So should I take it so that she doesn't have it, you know? Let's just close it. Cause I don't know if he'll be like, what are you doing with that? So I don't know. Alright. That's all I could do down here for now, I think. Alright, let's go upstairs. Hey girl. It's been a while since we've talked to her, actually. Episode 1. Jeez. This bed has been hastily made. Wow, this is a really nice hostel room. What the heck? Mine isn't this nice. Well, I trashed it, but... Oh.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger along the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
He adjusts his glasses. Interesting. Alright. Oh my god, you had to go out into the... Okay. Oh, the loading screens in this game, man. I just need to be more patient. Whoa. Aren't you cold out here, girl? Smells cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Hey! It's been a while. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Hi.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here. Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. Proceed politely. No time for pleasantries. We have questions for you. Nice view you got here.
It's much nicer now.
Yeah. Her eyes wander north towards the yard.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
We got it down.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
Of course.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
The death of him or like the whole situation as a whole? I think I need one.
Oh yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It has. Disco Infernum. Hell? You know not of which you speak. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell, to another place, a third place. Not much different from our world. No, I just trashed the place.
I know. That's probably also why the cleaning lady quit.
She smiles with her eyebrows.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
The lieutenant steps in.
This does not come as good news to him.
Sorry.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on. How long do you think until the hard wears us down? Things are only getting easier for me. I'm a policeman. Doot doot doot. What? No comment. Imitate a siren. How long do you think until the hard wears us down?
Oh, I've got a couple of good years left on my warranty.
She looks down at her, body shimmering in the silver jumpsuit.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
He looks down at the yard.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag on her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
This is really tricky. What is your name, miss, for the record?
Klaasje Amondu.
And where are you from? How old are you? What do you do, miss? What is your specialization? Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Is she joking?
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Okay. How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Klaasje Amondu. It's a weird name.
I guess, but it's pretty though.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okay then.
Okie dokie.
She pours herself more coffee. And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
Understood, miss.
It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
She takes a sip of her coffee.
Thankfully, it's implied.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
She takes a drag. What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Literature?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
She raises both eyebrows. What is Oranje's literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
It does not. Oranje's lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money. I have 91 cents. Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Okay, that's it.
The record. So official.
Nice room you've got there.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the Whirling in Rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
In Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You came to the right place. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. No, this is Sassy Town. It's where the future of dance lies. Understood. You're too young to call yourself that.
I'm really not.
She smirks. You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss. It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard? No further questions. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
She takes a drag and smiles. Well, I mean, Titus admitted that the two of them did drugs. So. You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically.
She thinks. That's all.
Very funky.
She takes a drag, looking you straight in the eye. The window is new.
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Me too. I have other questions.
Okay.
She takes a pensive drag of her cigarette.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
I'll try to be as tactful as I can. Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
She's very difficult to get a read on. Actually, it's already afternoon. And what does that mean? Were you...
Yeah... I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him.
She draws a word out. What does that mean?
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
She searches for the word, then shrugs. I don't get it.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
So
Are you
is she
saying
not?
that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Shit, what? Really?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Holy shit. Titus asked you to spice things up for us? Are you sure you weren't raped? What did happen between you and the victim? Can you tell me about him, name, eyes, age? What did they hang him for if not rape? Why was there a bullet in his head? Oh shit, there's so many questions. Please answer them. He asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
That bastard. She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Damn, are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure? Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
I don't.
Do you?
Do I? I actually don't.
Maybe you don't.
She flicks a bit of ash away. The ash lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Okay then. No one deserves to be raped. Sexual assault is a serious matter. I need a serious statement from you. Sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it. Don't know what to say about this. No one deserves to be raped.
I'm sure there is one person in the world who does. I mean, there are so many people. But let me make this clear. The man who was hanged from that tree did not rape me.
The wording, the verbal eye roll. She's almost disgusted with the platitude you served up.
Oh, well, sorry. What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Wait, partied? Where have I heard that before? You mean like a birthday party? What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face. The kind I do? I don't get it. What do you mean partied? Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her
Yep.
and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
What do you mean you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Interesting.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
So, I'm guessing Titus wanted to throw this guy under the bus because he likes Klaasje? Klaasje? How do you say her name again? So that's why he wanted to pin this on him? Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
So when did all of this go wrong, man?
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension?
I don't remember seeing a scar on him.
With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must have been hard for you, point to the yard, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
She says bitterly. Is that why she tried to smash her room window?
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Oh, she's the one who
Yes.
called.
Jackpot.
The call, reporting the hanging, that was you?
I made it.
Damn.
And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
I'm not going to tell.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do it? The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
That's pretty smart.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
She looks into her coffee.
Jigsaw falling into place.
Haha.
This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
I like it.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was pretty nifty.
Thanks.
She manages a smile.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Why go through all of the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Maybe they do. I think Everett definitely does.
Thank you for making the call, miss.
The heck was that?
It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Oh, come on.
Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Another puff, more nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream. Say nothing.
You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
Oh god. What did they hang him for if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
To provoke things?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
There's a silence. Her brows meet in the middle for a pained frown.
I'm not picking up on any theatrecraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
She doesn't know.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
They stripped him first?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
I'll have to call Sylvie again. How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
Specifically Titus?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Yeah, like, as far as Titus goes, maybe. Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Yikes. And here's Titus trying to act all macho like he's protecting her.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head back downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go, a little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Volition. Okay.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Alright, let's try it. I need to... Okay, I'll talk to him in a second. But let's upgrade Volition and see if I can look into this further. Anything I can do? Here we go. Alright, let's try it. Look her in the eye.
Thinking.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful.
Is this gonna be a flirtatious thing?
I have bad news for you.
She's not into me.
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too.
They're arguing.
Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god. What? I knew something was off. Oh my god.
Believe it.
Which ones are exactly are affected? How did this happen? Does this mean she's been lying to me? What's her plan? Which ones are exactly affected?
There's no way of knowing.
Shit.
At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume.
All of them? Wait. Hold up. All these, like drama, volition, empathy, they've all been manipulated by her? Is that what he's saying?
All of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here.
Has she been lying to me?
No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her.
Oh,
she
God.
wants you.
They are compromised.
I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies.
Oh, man. This sucks. I don't know what to think. She's really been lying?
That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her.
All right.
A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious.
I can't trust you, Logic.
See? It's oddly moderate.
Son of a bitch.
Probably compromised.
I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Miss, are you manipulating me? Don't say anything. Just close your eyes and let the moment pass. Let's keep it to myself for now.
For a second, her face disappears from your cornea. Only a silvery negative remains. Still smiling. A tired smile.
Alright. Okay, let's go talk to Kim. When it comes to her, all the parts of my brain are compromised. This is not good. Alright, what you want to say, Kim?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Yeah, his voice is lowered. You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Say in a hushed voice. Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known. I have reason to doubt my ability to see through her lies.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seems candid. Something is off here. I know she's manipulative.
What do you mean by that?
Oh god, he's not gonna understand. She has half my skill set compromised singing her tune. My assessments of her are untrustworthy.
She seems forthcoming to me. Unusually so. Being forthcoming with some things is a good way to obscure other things. But I wouldn't call myself compromised.
Perhaps that's because you are?
I am not easily swayed by young women. But on the other hand, the best liars are candid. And she was candid.
The lieutenant seems oddly sure he is not compromised. Not psychologically, at least. Is it hubris?
Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back soon enough.
All right. Let's go. So I went back to my room because I wanted to try this again.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Okay, wait. So what's my freaking electrochemistry? Impossible. But what if I tried to upgrade my electrochemistry by wearing different things? Does that help?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Damn it. Alright, I can't. Never mind. Let me change into my outfit. Can I look at this?
The windows.
Nope. Alright, great. Well, that was a lot of really important information that we learned. Maybe, if she wasn't lying about all of it. Maybe her pretending to, like, snitch on them was part of their plan too. Like, I don't know. How many layers are part of this, you know? Alright, Hardy boys. Can I talk to you again? Hi.
Hi again, Gendarme.
All right.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Alright, I can't talk to you. Sup, Titus.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Hi. Klaasje says she wasn't raped.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
The big man's eyes and veins bulge.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
Oh, boo-hoo.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
I honestly can't stand her at this point.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
This totally was a jealousy thing, right? Because I assume just like the fact that the victim and Klaasje had sex, hopefully consensually on her part, he sees it as him raping her? I don't know.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Yeah, I totally believe you guys. The rat man face. What? The rat face man says carefully.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Crazy? What are you talking about? She was very lucid. I did think that, yes, that she's a little crazy. Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
He takes a step closer and says,
Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Damn.
Frankly, it's a bit terrifying.
She knows how to play people, man. She's his lawyer. She's trying to get him to not screw up.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Really? The tattooed man snaps his fingers to get your attention.
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
He slams an audio tape on the table.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me. So what's on the tape? Where did you get this tape? Where can I listen to this? Why should I care about the tape?
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
His eye twitches.
Fix, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
I'll listen to your stupid tape, dude.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
What's on the tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why, won't you listen to it?
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you bugged them? How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
He nods. I don't think he's smart enough to do that.
Understood. You've listened in on their communications. How long?
He takes a little note.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then? I'm guessing what's his name? Elaine? In my opinion, that's what
It's
I'm
not
guessing.
advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
The heavy man wheezes.
Don't put yourself down, Angus.
Oh,
It's
he doesn't.
important work.
The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast. How kind.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Alright, that's enough for now.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Take the tape. Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
He says, adjusting his belt buckle. Okay, bye. You almost beat the shit out of me. Alright. Well, I guess we'll go listen to it. Interact. I have my boombox. Oh, it's literally called Door Gunner Megamix. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. Let's try it.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
Push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
I'm kind of nervous.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
What? Another loud screech. Some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's
Oh.
the sound of a Kvalson crane.
Lieutenant takes out his notebook.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
How can we be sure this is this is the guy, though.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally.
Sounds like he was listening to something. Who's Cordy?
I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your portal-reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence? This doesn't feel right to me.
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated. But he did say he was going to do it. You can't edit words into someone's mouth. He sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You are familiar with this look now, his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who is this Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
I don't know what to think now. Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for Klaasje, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to some degree.
Yeah, it does. Alright, let's go talk to her again. Going back up. And off we go. Hey girl, we have a few more questions. Wait, what's this? Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind.
Damn.
It's a Maybell.
Didn't think I'd get that.
The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. Then takes a drag of her cigarette.
Pretty cool, right?
The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Thank you. Pretty cool. Nice. Dried Maybells. This is the wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of, I don't know how to say that you found in the whirling roof. It's shedding its petals quickly in your pocket. In a rack?
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim? Oh,
this
wow.
This is the little Indian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Aw. What is the revolution? Who pinned them? Which side? Does this flower blossom in early spring? Is it a coincidence it being on the roof? What is the revolution?
A big political and military conflict. Ask around or buy a book.
He seems annoyed by the question. Yeah, I think I've asked that enough times. Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Oh, that's fun. Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
He observes the petals. Is it a coincidence it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
He makes a little note in his notebook. Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand.
That was cute. Okay. Interesting.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Uh-huh. What is this wildflower? Show her the flower.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
What's Sambo?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
She raises an eyebrow.
Samurai boxing, or Sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
Yes, why was it there? Sudden change of topic. Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
Any admirers, miss?
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
She looks over the railing at the plaza below. She's acting like 28 is like 50.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them.
Yeah. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Wait, I forgot. I can't trust my my little dudes here.
This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
A smile flits across her face.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
I don't know.
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via
Oh, yeah.
an encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Yes.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Something to that effect, yes.
The phrase was used.
Lieutenant checks his notes and nods.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up. Why is she kind of into it? Is my question.
Surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machoism? Oh, no. Machismo? It's not. Machoism. That should be a new word. Do you think he was trying to scare people?
No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism? Catchphrase? Persona? Coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Who?
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Oranje ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
Hold on, he said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
That does not happen, my dear. Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? Here in Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
She thinks.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing
Wait,
that
what?
up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy
okay.
has to say now.
I thought he was like, bye.
A very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Interesting.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Then tears out the page and hands it to you.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink.
Has he run out of room in that notebook yet?
The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Can I look at it? Man. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean. How old was he, miss? His eye color? He had a tattoo. What does it mean? Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form.
Okay. The lieutenant shakes his head. Like you just missed a shot in the darts. Look at Klaasje. You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranje. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Sex, alcohol, no love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
No need to get too political.
The young woman is smiling, still, about their bad habits.
Doesn't seem like she knows anything specific about him, but I'll ask. How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
Okay, I've been proven wrong.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He's like, I think he's feeling like a little self-conscious because of what he wrote on the form.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
Lieutenant makes a correction in his notes.
The adversary one.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
She stops, her eyes half closed, and continues.
Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice.
Where?
Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
And then was it not the one we heard on the recording?
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
She seems to enjoy the word.
Oh, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
Lieutenant suddenly remembers.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
She smiles.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
What did it represent? What do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's quite the turn on, lady. She leans back.
Is this Oranje's lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
She points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You... What? Were you the woman in this?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
She smiles faintly. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
She seems unsurprised.
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Please answer the question, miss. Did he enjoy the moment of his death? It's just a feeling I have. Indulge me. Answer the question.
I don't think he enjoyed dying, officer. He had too much left to do. Too many third world conflicts. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
My frickin'... I don't even know if I could trust Volition.
No, it doesn't check out. Can't you see she's clearly avoiding something here?
Yeah.
That's a strange thing to suggest. The lady is as fair and just.
Doesn't look like we'll get anything out of that, though. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hand the lieutenant back his notes.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
So-called assault?
Not my favorite topic.
Okay. Tuck your room.
All right.
All right, bye. That's all I can do for her.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Oh god. Kim, how old do you think I am? Turn around. Miss, how old do you think I am? I got this. I got this. My age, I think I'm... let's ask Kim.
Huh?
Lieutenant isn't quite sure he heard you. How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Really? I don't think he's that old. Oh my god, that's really old. Really? What if you're wrong? We're both wrong about the deceased. He turned out to be 40. You're probably right. That's about what I look. What if you're wrong?
42. And he was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that. The ravages of El Ghul are nearly as extreme as death itself. Lieutenant Kitsuragi. You're right. I'm probably 62. Let's leave it at that. I don't know what to say. Makes me wonder how old Kim is. I said earlier he's probably like late 30s. That's just my guess. Early 40s? I don't know. Feel like I've been decomposing longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
The ravages of El Ghul are nearly as extreme as death itself.
There's silence. Then a little more. Here it comes. Mercy.
Please.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go.
He squints.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Oh my god. That generated. Date of birth generator. Oh my god. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100. Both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century. But for how long then has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's Earth? Time to start cracking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? I need to unlock a new thought slots. I need to do that. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna leave this episode off here. We did a lot of important things this episode. I know it's definitely way shorter than the last part, but it's for a good reason. It's late and my back hurts really bad, so it's probably good for me to stop it here before I get cranky. First of all, obviously we talked to Klaasje, I think. And even though the Hardy Boys said that she was raped, she denies it, and it seems like she was actually kind of in love with this guy, even though on the tape it's like confirming that he was planning on doing that to her. So I don't know honestly what to believe anymore, and it seems like my the different parts of my brain compromised when I'm talking to her because she's so like manipulative. I don't know. I want to trust her. Part of me doesn't. I'm kind of just like 50-50 on her right now. I don't know what to think. As far as Titus goes, I'm sure we'll get more out of him soon. I just don't know where else to go with it. We got a lot of information about this dead guy, and like I keep saying, I can't figure out whether he was like an asshole or he was an asshole, but he wasn't as bad as the Hardy Boys think, you know? And also it leaves a question, so many questions actually. Why did they shoot him? Why did they strip him of his clothes? Why did they hang him, make it look like a lynching? Who are those people that he's talking about in the recording? You know, was it his partners? These other like security guards? I don't know. There's so many questions, but I think it's a good place to leave it off because I'm really tired and I shouldn't record late at night, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I love this game, so I hope you guys are enjoying so far. If you did, leave a like or subscribe if you're new, because I'd love to have you stick around and watch these video games. Anyways, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.